Hi, this is Meghla here. Today we are going to start with the simple interest and compound interest. The first thing is you're going to see the definitions which you're going to use in simple interest and compound interest. Principal. Principal is nothing but the sum, the amount, the original money which you're going to either loan or deposit. This is also called as a capital. There's an actual amount which you're going to invest. Interest. Interest is the money which you are going to get by depositing a money in the bank or by lending a money to someone. That is what is interest. Or when you borrow a money, you're going to pay some interest for that. So the amount of money that you pay to borrow money or amount of money that you earn on a deposit. Time T. The duration for which the money is borrowed. So there's a duration for which you are going to do this investment. Rate of interest. R. That is the percent of interest that you pay for money borrowed. So this rate of interest is one thing which you're going to have in both the simple interest as well as in compound interest. We are going to calculate that. Simple interest. So the formula here is in a simple form. It is PRT by 100, where P is the principal, R is the rate of interest, T is the time period. Amount due at the end of the time period will be nothing but the principal, that's the original amount, plus the interest. This is basically a percentage calculation. So it's an application of percentage. Simple interest example. So we're going to see one example with which I can explain the simple interest. So we'll just take one person as Ram who invests ₹1,000 in a bank. Bank says it is 10% interest. Of course, it is simple interest. That means the bank is going to pay this 10% interest after 1 year. And normally this is indicated as 10% per annum. So interest is nothing but you're going to calculate as 10% of the principal what you have deposited. So that is again 1,000 rupees. If you're assuming as a principal, then the 10% of 1,000 is 100. So therefore, the 100 rupees is an interest which you get after 1 year. So the person, the Ram will get this money as the principal plus the interest is 1,000 plus 100 as 1,100. If we invest this money for 2 years, so you can see that in 1 year you got the interest of 100. The same calculation is going to be done for the second year also. So the principal is again 1,000 and you're going to get 10%, which is 100. So overall interest after 2 years is going to be 200 rupees. And also his principal was 1,000. So total money which he gets after 1 year is going to be 1,000 plus 200, which is nothing but 1,200. So that is what is a calculation done here. So this is a thing like 1,000 is the principal, 200 is an interest for 2 years. Okay. So next is we're going to see this compound interest. So compound interest is interest calculated on an initial principal, which also includes all of the accumulated interest from previous deposits. That is, the first year when you see the compound interest will be same as the simple interest, but then onwards, the next year onwards or the next term onwards, it is going to change. Why the change is because interest for interest is also calculated. In the simple interest, we are not taking interest for interest. Even if it is 3 years or 4 years, the same interest is going to carry on. Whereas here, the interest and the principal is considered as the overall principal, a previous principal, and the interest is taken. In easy words, it can be used as interest on interest. That's what is given here. It makes a deposit of loan grow faster as compared to the simple interest. Because the interest for interest is also included in this, the amount growth will be much faster compared to simple interest. Compound interest formula. So we can calculate this compound interest formula as the interest is also considered as principal. So we have to consider that altogether. So we are going to have this amount is nothing but principal into 1 plus R by 100 to the power n. And when you want to calculate only the compound interest, then we need to subtract the principal, the original principal from the amount. So that is what is done here, A minus P. So the amount you know is this one, and then minus P when you do, you're taking P as common, so minus 1. So this is the compound interest. And the first year, compound interest and simple interest are going to be same, or the first year, or you can say first term, because you can have any terms. The interest can be calculated monthly wise, by yearly. I mean, the interest can be calculated monthly wise or once in a year or 6 months, anything. So we can see that formula here. When it is compounded annually, we have the normal formula which is given here. But when it is compounded half yearly, that means every 6 months you're going to calculate the interest. Then in that case, the rate of interest, whatever you have, will become R by 2. That's why you're dividing by 2. And the time will be multiplied by 2. So it's going to be 2n. Similarly, when you calculate monthly, the rate of interest will be divided by 12 and the time will be multiplied by 12. That's it. Otherwise, it is almost the same calculation. So the amount is nothing but compound interest plus principal. So you have the same thing, whatever you had earlier. A is amount, CI is compound interest. And when you want only the interest, then you need to subtract principal from the amount. That is what is given here. Now the same example we can take whatever we have done there. The example is Ram invests 1,000 rupees, 10% interest compounded annually. So we can see that the first year calculation, whatever we had done for the simple interest is going to be the same calculation, and you're going to have this amount as 100 as a interest for the principal 1,000. So therefore 1,100 is going to be the amount which he receives after 1 year. But in case if he invests for 2 years, the first year interest is going to be 100, which is also taken as a principal for the next year. So therefore the principal will now is going to be like 1,000 already, which is existing, plus the interest for the first year was 100. Altogether 1,100 becomes a new principal. So interest for the second year, when it has to be calculated, we are going to consider this 1,100 as a principal and 10% of this to be taken. So when you consider 10%, that is 110. So instead of 100 rupees, which we calculated in simple interest, now it's going to be 110. So here you can see that the total interest, whatever he gets is like for the first year, it's going to be 100, but the second year it's going to be 110. So therefore the total is 210. And the total amount is going to be 1,000 plus 210 is 1,210. So under simple interest rate, we saw that it was 1,200 for 2 years. Whereas under compound interest rate, it is going to be 1,210. So the difference here you can see is only the 10 rupees is a difference here. So it's not a very big difference, but when the number of terms are more, because here we have only 2 terms, and that is the first term is going to be same. The second term alone, there is a change. But if you have like for 3 years, for 4 years or something like that, when the number of terms are more, then the changes will be significant. You can see a lot of changes there. So that's it. We're going to see the problems in the next slide. Thank you.